this video, I'm going to be talking about the multiple effects and benefits that macadamia nuts can have on the immune system. And I have many other videos on this as well, but this one will cover some other things that I didn't cover in my previous macadamia nut videos. So make sure to like and share these videos with your friends and family to help push out these videos to a larger, wider audience. My goal is to inform more people about more of the missing links and missing pieces in biochemistry and immunity and cancer prevention that a lot of the other YouTuber, influencer, and biochemistry health channels are possibly leaving out of their videos. So also I feel that those channels are not informing the people enough about what is missing. So, and I'll be helping to fill in those missing gaps with cancer and immunity. So T cells have transporters that help them. And I will be explaining how macadamia nuts helps improve this. So first one is the arginine, which is an amino acid, and it's mainly transported via CAT1/2, and it's an amino acid transporter on T cells. So T cells, they also have a glutamine transporter called ASCT2, therefore supporting proliferation of T cells. And interleukin-2, which is a cytokine that I've talked about in many of my other videos, enhances glutamine transporter expression on T cells. So there are these T cell receptor signalosomes that have to be well formed. When they are, GLUT1 translocation to the membrane improves. So therefore, GLUT1 takes in glucose to create ATP for immune cells. And I've said in many of my other videos that the immune system needs a huge, vast amount of ATP. Also, the signalosome formation improves the transporter ASCT2 for higher uptake of glutamine in T cells. Okay, now I'll be talking about the effects of healthy fats from macadamia nuts. So the bioactive fats, such as monounsaturated fats like oleic acid, they integrate into lipid rafts, stabilizing them. And by stabilizing the rafts, they improve the TCR, as I was talking about earlier, as well as the TCR clustering, as well as the interleukin-2 receptor, improves nutrient and cytokine uptake efficiency. Also, the improved TCR clustering leads to glucose being taken up by T cells by the GLUT1. So if the bioactive fats in macadamia nuts improves the interleukin-2 receptor on the T cell, then that means that the T cell can uptake interleukin-2, a lot more of it. That's especially critical when tumors are recruiting tregs. And what ends up happening is that, I've explained in other videos, is that the tregs, they steal the IL-2 away from T cells, weakening the T cells. But if the interleukin-2 receptor is enhanced, thanks to macadamia nuts, then the T cells are more likely to uptake the IL-2. So the fats in macadamia nuts, they also help or enhance amino acid uptake by the T cells. So like basically such as arginine, tryptophan, or just high protein foods like salmon, beef sticks, possibly even collagen protein powders have amino acids. So pairing macadamia nuts with foods like salmon or collagen powder can really help the immune system, since the T cells will uptake the amino acids a lot better from those protein sources. Here's how macadamia nuts can help increase your vitamin D levels. That is because macadamia nuts, they contain 100 milligrams of magnesium per 100 grams of macadamia nuts. and magnesium is essential for 25-hydroxy vitamin D hydroxylation and vitamin D receptor activation. So, adequate magnesium ensures that T cells respond efficiently to vitamin D. And the way magnesium does this is that it allows repair enzymes for the lysosomal membrane to repair the membrane of the lysosome if there is lysosomal membrane peroxidation. Because if the lysosomal membrane is peroxidized, then it can't contain the cathepsins. The cathepsins will leak out. Also, the lysosome cannot fuse with the phagosome. So those two, they have to fuse together to contain or to enable the cathepsins, because the cathepsins are supposed to degrade the vitamin D complex. As a result of that degradation, that increases active forms of active vitamin D levels. If there is no magnesium, then the lysosomal membrane will be peroxidized, and then the cathepsins will leak out, and then the vitamin D complex cannot be degraded by the cathepsins, therefore leading to vitamin D deficiency of active levels of vitamin D as a result of magnesium deficiency. Another way that macadamia nuts improve vitamin D absorption is because macadamia nuts, they have dietary fats, and vitamin D happens to be fat soluble, or in other words, vitamin D needs fats in order to be absorbed. So thanks to the macadamia nuts, the fats in those nuts helps the vitamin D absorb. So immune cells, they also have vitamin D receptors. They are expressed on T cells, on B cells, and macrophages. Vitamin D being absorbed thanks to macadamia nuts will activate the vitamin D receptor on those immune cells. Okay, so quick recap. T cells, they have glutamine transporters, ASCT2, to help uptake glutamine as a fuel source. Interleukin-2 enhances glutamine transporter expression. ASCT2 supporting proliferation of T cells. Healthy fats help improve the signalosomes so that they are well formed. Therefore, GLUT1 translocation to the membrane of the T cell improves so that the T cell can take glucose. Also, signalosome formation allows amino acid transporters like ASCT2 to work for glutamine uptake on T cells. And macadamia nuts, they contain those healthy fats. The healthy fats help vitamin D absorb because vitamin D is fat soluble. Also, macadamia nuts contain magnesium, so to support the lysosomes to fuse with the phagosomes so that the cathepsins don't leak out, so that the cathepsins can raise active levels of vitamin D, or active forms of vitamin D. So that's it for the video. If you're interested in more future videos, then make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Keep it locked in here on my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.